Maybe. Yes, we are.
We're
Hey,
live.
everybody. Welcome to the Mad LiberTEA Party, where up is down, left is right, and the rules don't matter because we're all mad here. I hope you guys are ready to put down that effing Kool-aid and pick up some dang liberty because it's not going to freaking go down well with the shit we've got to say tonight. Oh, I still cussed in the first 30 seconds. Here we
Hey,
go.
well, what would it be without you cussing in the first few minutes, Mike?
I know, right? Like, there's nothing that can be done about it. I'm just gonna cuss. It's a thing. I'm gonna
Look,
smoke the weed and I'm gonna cuss.
that's
Um,
what you do. I'm decent and you're indecent, and that sounds good to me.
Decency and indecency.
Exactly. This is
I
what
mean,
this is how libertarian works.
it is kind of how it works. We all come, yeah, yep, hand in hand. Well, I mean, some indecencies, I suppose.
Let's just say
Um,
moderate amount of indecency that doesn't have
a
an
moderate amount, moderate indecency.
moderate. Exactly. There's no victim involved. How about that?
There is no victim. There is no victim involved. I mean, unless they want to be the victim and we have a safe word.
Well, that's consent that we go along with consent. So yes, and it appears that someone has now, or some government has consented that Assange is now a person instead of a
Oh,
prisoner.
for God's sake. Um, so like we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, and I wanted to start off with a little bit of updates. First things first. Um, we're starting to get our shit together again. I'm no longer battling crippling depression, and I'm not sick anymore, and my arm works. Holy shit,
Oh
my
wow,
arm
that's
fucking
three.
works.
I got a hat trick.
Yeah, I know. So, this is my Arkansas hat trick instead of the Kenosha one. It's not nearly as cool, but it does mean that I'm going to be able to do more stuff and that I'm trying to get the sleep schedule back under wraps so that I can get to the morning shows and get everything back on track the way it's supposed to be, put a little bit of normalcy in our lives and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to it. I've got a lot of ideas of things to talk about. Holy shit, there's been so much crap to talk about. Um, but also, I am still going to be a little bit busy because I'm trying to help get the J17 stuff together here and make sure that it all goes off well. And so we're going to be spending a lot of time out there talking to people, trying to get people to come and hang out and, you know, putting flyers up, putting stickers everywhere. We're doing a lot of stuff. So it may not be every day for the next couple of weeks because coming up on J17 it's going to get crazy in my schedule. I'm just letting you guys know that stuff. Now, the Liberty Fund. We are going to maybe have to cut back a little bit. We're not going to be able to help people like we used to because recently we lost a couple of subscribers and we don't have as much coming in regularly. So our fund is now having to basically just keep the lights on at the Matrix server. I ditched the website, cut it down as much as I could. Um, so like most of it goes to keeping up keeping up what little bit of a quote website we have, and running the Matrix server so that everybody has a safer place to go and talk to each other and connect with people.
Maintaining
Um,
a web presence, basically.
yeah. Um, at this point, that's all we can really afford to do, which really sucks. Um, but we are at that line still. So if anybody wants to help us out, obviously there's the stuff that you can do to help out without money, which is volunteering your time. If you think that your opinion would go well, or like add a new angle or whatever here at Spilling the Tea or any other things, definitely hit us up. We're looking for more people to be joining us on Mondays for sure. You don't have to be here every Monday, but we are looking to fill the room a little bit more like it used to be. Also, we are looking to we're looking to get more active in the various communities that we exist in. If you would like to be part of that, if you would like to help us make our Freedom Cell network, if you would like to help us keep the communities running online, even. hit us up. Make sure that you like and share this video because that stuff really, 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 really helps actually. And make sure that, you guys are just out there trying to press for, you know, freedom and liberty and educating people. Go out there and open your mouth. Use your words. And stuff like that. But obviously, if you don't have the time, or also you do have time, but you want to help us more, you can get into our Filthy White Market Subscribe Star and give us, some money there. You can do single time donations or you can subscribe. And that money goes to us being able to create the LiberTEA Fund, which is where whenever there are activists in need, when there are liberty movement people who need stuff, bail funds, all sorts of shit we will throw into this until we don't have anything left on it. And that's what we do with the LiberTEA Fund. It also goes to like helping events happen and stuff like that. On occasion, we might get something nicer going on here if we find something cool. But for the most part, it goes straight back into the into the liberty community of all sorts. And so, if you guys would like to help us keep being able to do that, because it was really nice to be able to turn around and just help people when they needed it. I would like to be able to continue doing that. And so, we're getting our shit together. If you guys have any shit that you'd like to throw in there for us to get together with it, totes fucking hit us up, please. We also have a Cointree link. That's cointr.ee / Mad LiberTEA Party. You can give us your filthy white market crypto or your regular crypto, and we will we will regular normal is give us the normal. But anyways, we'll wash it no matter what it is. We'll get it out there and we'll start using it for good too.
What I call normie coins.
Yeah. Well, there's all sorts of options there. You guys can get in there and check it out. And if you're looking for web hosting and stuff like that, use our freaking link in there and get us a little bit of a kickback because we do have a associate sleek or whatever the fuck you call them and everything like that. We're really picky about who we do that with, so we only have one. That's all we've got. They've done good, but Mono VM has done good by us for a long time, and I think they'll do good by you too. Check it out. Aside from that, Tuesday we'll be getting together at 7 p.m. Central in our Matrix server, and if you're interested in helping, hit me up and we'll get you set up in time to be able to be part of this. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing emails and voicemails, leaving voicemails to try and help push the Keith Taylor story and get it out there because honestly, we need all the fucking help we can get. And it's a really sad story what they're doing to this dude who really just wanted to like help out and give affordable CBD isolate to people. He had a big dream there, and the government can't allow that kind of thing. They stole from him. They have imprisoned him. He is out now, but he can't live his normal life. They took his company. Everything is dicked for him. So get in here and help us try and push that word out there.
I think his health is failing too.
I mean, it's certainly not weighing well upon him.
Yeah.
Basically, I mean that's to be expected because like, he went from a normal life to basically being enemy of the state, which is ridiculous. And he never did anything wrong. All he did was not take the bait. He didn't take the bait. He didn't take the bait of their fucking, like he didn't take their payoff money, and he didn't fucking get scared and stop when they imprisoned him. And it's ridiculous what they're doing to him. So please hit us up if you're interested in helping out with that. We'll get you hooked up in the Matrix. Everyone should get in the Matrix. I mean, Discord is not a safe place for you if you're part of the Liberty movement. Your fucking Discord is either going to get banned or it's going to get fucking doxxed or all sorts of fucking shit. They will use it against you. They even save your voice chats, guys. They save your fucking voice chats. Do not use Discord. Get on things like the Matrix, please. If you want to make your own Matrix, So home server, or you don't want to make your own home server, you just want to make a community, hit me up. We'll talk about maybe hosting your community. Um, but if you want to make a home server, hit me up too. We'll get you in contact with people who know how to do that so that you can have your own hosting and start your own communities. And then maybe we can like federate and go back and forth and stuff. It'd be amazing. But Discord is really bad for all aspects of the Liberty community at this point. And then some. It's really bad for everybody. But you know how it is. You know how it's getting. You know how it's going. Be smart. And the people around you are only as safe as their weakest link. If you are their weakest link, that's your problem. I mean, I hate to make people feel like shit, but feel like shit because you're putting people at risk. I mean, I've got a setup that keeps it in one fucking device off to the side. I basically quarantined Discord so that I can still use it to push these stories and shit like that, but I do not fucking go in there. I very rarely do.
Gotta get, and like, as far as like text communication goes, you definitely want to get signal. You don't want to be communicating actions outside of
Yeah, or
like,
Threema. Like
yeah.
Threema's really cool. I got that. It's like $3. And
Oh,
I know that you got to pay for it. It's $3, but it's amazing. It's way better than freaking Signal too. And you can have like you don't have to use your phone number.
That's
cool.
interesting. Is it on the? You just standalone out?
Yeah, you can go to their website to purchase it. You don't have to use Google Play or anything like that.
Cool. Yeah, I don't want to use. Do not want to use the other Play Store, as I would say it. I like when developers have their APK on their website.
Yeah, me too. Thank you, minds.com.
Mine? Yes.
Anyways, we'll get into the decentralization a little bit more later. I just like to go on my Matrix rants because it's absolutely necessary that we get the fuck off of Discord. And we're going to talk about how important some decentralization is later and talk about some different options and stuff out there. Again, also, I did mention J17 in passing because I was saying that it was going to make me really busy over the next couple of weeks. You guys, please, I cannot ask you enough to share the flyers and stuff that we're posting on our social media. Share the video that we put up on this channel about it. Do everything, get it out there, get people in here. We need to make us, like a show, and we need to meet each other. We need to network locally because that's the most important thing that we can do right now. I mean, fuck decentralizing the internet. Decentralize the world. Get local. And I mean, I really think that this is going to be a huge opportunity to do that. It is an armed but peaceful rally. And the purpose, is to basically bring people together for that networking and to learn and teach learn from each other and teach each other and speak to each other about what liberty for all means to all of us. And before it's too fucking late. Because they would really, really, really rather us be fighting each other than turning our eyes on them and going, "You're the problem."
Well, one way to do that is to get into Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, so that way you can have some semblance of freedom, both financially and then use the networks of cryptocurrency to communicate. And using freedom of speech, especially using ERC or Waves or other platforms like that. I really would like to use decentralized platforms, but they're still experimental, so it's just really hard to decentralize everything at once.
It is. It's going to be a step-by-step thing, but y'all got to get off your asses and be willing to take a little bit of inconvenience in order to get some fucking freedom. Like, holy shit, y'all. Jesus Christ almighty. But I put a little background on it, and I made a little thing with all of the flyers for J17 and everything like that.
Wow.
This is a varied thing. There are so many different flyers there where people are reaching out to so many different people. This can be for everyone. It should be for everyone. And I mean, I cannot again urge you guys, please get this stuff out there, share it, bring your friends, bring your family. It's, do whatever you can. And we need this. You libertarians out there, if you guys are interested in getting involved, get involved. You Democrats and Republicans and minarchists and anarchists, it doesn't matter what you are. If you believe in liberty for everybody, get your ass out there and start talking to people. Stop drinking the Kool-aid of the MSM and go out there and see the truth about each other. Anyways, recently we did put up a video about that, and this is not our video, but I do want to share it real quick because it's badass and it needs to be shared. So, wait, it's not here where the F is it. All right, I'm going to stream that mofo. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to stream that mofo because I can't find it. It didn't upload properly. So, give me 1 second. I know. I'm like, what?
I'm just playing with the, you use YouTube-DL to download the video, and that way you can have it at the ready when the show happens.
I did. I just don't know where I put it. Like, it's on here somewhere, but I don't know where. So I'm just going to, oh, wait, I know where it is. Never mind. I am going to stream it, though. Just give me a second to grab it. It's right here. Isn't it? Oh, for God's sake, please tell me that's it.
He just like puts up some porn or something.
Damn it. All right. I have to actually stream it. That's what we're doing tonight.
Or do you have the internet the pipe to stream it?
I should. Do you want me to hand it to you? It might make it better.
My computer and I'm barely maintaining involts at this junction right now.
All right, well then we're gonna make it go. We're gonna make it happen. Anyways, I'm really excited about all of this, and I hope that everybody else is just as excited as I am about it. I really think that it's gonna do us some good. I think it's gonna help people, and yeah. So we're gonna get that screen thingy up. There it is.
All right.
Oh shit. Wait, I have to stop it. I didn't put the sound in. I suck at this, y'all. Share audio. Thank you. Okay, there we go. We got it going. It's about to go.
Finally.
Yes, it's going to be great. Is it working?
It's working.
Okay, here we go.
Good for you, you fooled everybody. Good for you, you fooled everyone. Good for you, now you're somebody. Good for you, you fooled everyone. Leave your weapon on the table, wrapped in the light, barely able. Don't get angry, don't discourage. Take a shot of liquid courage. 'Cause my monster's out there.
What happened to the sound? Stop it.
'Cause my monsters are real, and that train had a kill, and there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel. And these monsters can fly, and they'll never say die, and there's no going back. If I get trapped, they'll never heal. 'Cause my monsters are real. Leave your one word on the table, wrapped in burnout, barely able. Don't get angry, don't discourage, take a shot of liquid courage. Leave a light on if you're able, 'cause we both know you're unstable. Call the doctor, say a prayer, choose a God you think is fair. 'Cause my monsters are real, and that train had a kill, and there's no coming back, and they just laugh at how I feel. And these monsters can fly, and they'll never say die, and there's no going back. If I get trapped, they'll never heal. Yeah, my monsters are real.
So that's a little video that they made for J17, and I'm really fucking proud of it. I didn't make that. I'm just really proud of it.
Yeah, it was very nicely done.
And you guys can find that. Several different channels are hosting it right now, and you can find it on our Twitter and all across our different social media and shit. You guys share the hell out of it and all of the flyers and everything. Like I said, there's basically a flyer for fucking everybody out there at this point. And if there isn't, make more. But I mean, I don't really want to harp on it too much more at the moment. We'll get people. We'll sit down and have a whole talk about it here soon again, with updates and stuff like that. I think it'll be great. Aside from that, we have. I mean, that's basically everything that's going on with MLTP right now. We did like a freaking 20-minute intro with freaking ketchup and stuff like that. I wanted to talk about some of the stuff that went on this week, and me and Creep both went out to cover different things, two drastically different things, mind you. And the thing that I covered, it was very short, so I ended up making like a short little video about it, with photographs and stuff like that. And I'm gonna play it, and then I'm gonna say some stuff about it, because my coverage is unbiased, but I do not mind editorializing afterwards, and that's what this show is for. So here we go. This is what happened in Little Rock. Wait, that's not the right video. What the hell? It put the wrong video up there. Shit. Well, fuck, we're gonna do it the other way again, I guess. Anyways, like, so, basically what it was is the Trump bus was coming through Little Rock, and they were all talking about it, and they all wanted to go out there and do a little rally, and they've been doing rallies every week, on Saturdays, every weekend on Saturdays, to get people out there talking about how the vote was stolen and everything like that. And I am not a Trump person. I hate Trump. I absolutely hate Trump and Biden with a fucking fiery passion. But when I go out there, I take pictures and I take video, and I'm not going to say anything that didn't happen happened, or vice versa. So this is what I put up. Hopefully I hit the sound thing. Is the sound working?
No. Yeah, it
Yes.
is.
I'm hearing something.
Yeah. All right. So I put that up just to show people what happened, basically. And now only one person was really brave enough about it to like be like, "Oh, are you a libertarian or what?" Because this is very pro-Trump and stuff. But my DMs filled up with a lot of fucking shit, with people being fucking either angry about it or completely misunderstanding that I'm not a Trumper. Look, I have covered BLM. I have covered fucking all sorts of. I've covered all sorts of different types of things. I've done JoJo. I went and showed the JoJo speech, even though I don't fucking like JoJo. You know, I just go out and I show people what the hell is going on locally. That's all I fucking do. I'm not gonna put scary music on a Trump parade, a Trump rally, if there was no reason to do that. The entire tone of it was like all joyful and people were happy and shit like that. So I put music that fit the tone of the fucking event. There were no racists out there. There was nobody yelling about anything like that.
There were no Nazis out there.
There were no Nazis. There were no Proud Boys. There was none of that shit there. And there was nothing for me to even complain about. Not once. All there was people who knew I was an anarchist, willing to like talk to me about J17. And, you know, like I'll go out there and invite anybody. Anybody who cares about liberty for everybody. And you know, like they ask me questions, they give me hugs. It's not at all going to end up with scary music. I'm sorry that I didn't frame Trump people as monsters, but I'm not gonna fucking do that. That's not how I fucking roll. I put upbeat music with upbeat scenes and downbeat music with downbeat scenes. That's what happens. So if you guys want me to tell you that these people are monsters and put scary music with it and shit like that and not show you exactly what fucking happened, go watch CNN or Fox News, because this is not the place for you.
You may be a buffoon,
make my life
scary.
Yeah. Well, Trump is, in my opinion, Trump and Biden are both monsters. But the people who follow them, most of them, they're just angry and they're tired and they don't know where to fucking aim this shit at.
You want to know who a monster is? Nancy Pelosi and Mitch McConnell. How about those?
Yeah, those motherfuckers are monsters too. Yeah, they are,
God.
basically. Ugh. Make guillotines great again, y'all. Make guillotines.
Make them 3D printed too.
We need
3D print your guillotine.
Guy. We need Twisted Tea guy at fucking Mitch McConnell's house.
Yes.
Stat, like Twisted Tea all over the place. Twisted Tea cases for everyone. Make it like the American Revolution Tea Party or some shit like that, you know?
It's so funny because they got a picture of Biden walking down like the halls of like Congress or something, of like the Senate or something. Like he's just walking through a hallway and he's got a stupid little smile on his face, and it's just got like a Photoshop of the Twisted guy from behind.
I saw that.
It's just like anymore.
You know what? Fuck all this Trump talk. I mean, fuck Trump talk. You know what? This is what.
Smack me! Smack me, nigga! Come on, yeah. Drop it.
I want to see the actual ending of that. I don't like the song, but I want to see, like, you get these videos and you never see the follow through afterwards, and I would love to have seen that.
Dude, the follow through afterwards, I can send it. Yeah, I'll post the whole thing to you guys. It's he puts the guy in a fucking choke and walks his ass towards the door.
Yeah, I like like the guy like backs off. Too.
The
He's
guy
like,
is
oh,
laying
okay,
on the
okay.
ground with his hands up, being like, "We're okay." His voice goes up like 6 octaves, and he's like, "We're okay. We're okay."
When someone,
He was just like throws it. He's like, get the fuck out of here.
you don't
Yeah.
really think that's a person's mental when they say we are okay. I mean, that's like you're talking to yourself in the third person and first person. You're right there. You should. I don't get those people who say that.
Yeah,
Okay.
me either.
No,
But
no.
before we get on a tangent, do you want to do a little speak before I put it up there, put the video up there to explain what happened or what it is,
Oh,
or at least
yeah.
some of it? Just give a little intro and then talk about it afterwards.
Okay, so a couple comrades put on a vigil for all the Black lives lost to police violence in the year 2020. There was also 5 individuals that were lost to attacks by white supremacists, and there was one added at the last minute that was actually lost to medical racism. Basically, this woman was a doctor.
Are you talking
And
about the black doctor lady?
yeah, she was trying to get treatment because she had fucking COVID, and they just thought she wanted drugs, and like she fucking recorded the whole goddamn thing, and she ended up fucking dying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that
pretty
was
fucked up.
fucked up.
So yeah, they added her as well at the last minute. So yeah, I have a 10-minute clip, but I couldn't really send it through Signal because it was too long. It was like more than 10 minutes, so they were saying it's too long. But
I'll get you hooked up with the cloud so you can upload the bigger ones so that I can get the
Yeah.
whole video in and
But-
flip it up and prep it.
yeah. So yeah, I took a shorter video too because I knew I'd probably need a shorter video at some point, and yeah, it kind of speaks for itself.
Here you go. Here, I'll
yeah.
roll that beautiful bean footage.
Yeah, I can probably.
Every candle's a name. Every candle had a family. Every candle had a life. This is what genocide looks like.
I forgot to flip it over. I'm an asshole.
Yeah, this is in San Diego, correct?
Yes, this is in San Diego.
And like
took place in
I
San Diego.
gotta say, my response was like, imagine what would happen if we tried to put every fucking candle, a person who died for any of those, any or all of those reasons, if we put a
Yeah.
candle for everyone out there who
Yeah.
died, like the place would be on fire. And the
No.
cops alone
Actually,
killed
we wouldn't
a
need the
couple
fire
thousand
company.
of us a month. Yeah, like they would have pulled somebody out there saying they were trying to burn the city down or some shit.
Yeah.
And like, it's disgusting that they are allowed to kill us. It's just absolutely disgusting.
And just to highlight how fucking common this shit is, this wasn't planned at all or anything, but there was an individual who was walking back to his home through the park because like the park is basically in his backyard, and he walks by, and by the part in the park that's right next to his house, there's the picture of his cousin with his last name on there. That was his cousin. His cousin actually was killed by a police officer in a shooting. And he didn't plan to come to this at all. He didn't know it was even happening. He just happened upon it.
To walk by and see it.
Yeah, and then he came to the organizer. Of course, it was like, dude, this is insane. Like that was my cousin. That was my name. Like at first, I was just looking at all the pictures, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. So many people like puts it in perspective. And then just as he's about to enter in his house, there's a picture of his cousin and his last name, and he's like, that's fucking me. Like that's my fucking name. So, and it broke him a little, but like he wasn't like mad. He was just like, he was very grateful that like we were doing this, and he's just like, it just put it into perspective for him. And so yeah, he thanked the you thank the organizers for helping put all this up and stuff, and it's just it's crazy how it's like not just like some divine providence from the universe that we came together. It's literally because it's so common in the community that shit like that just happens. Like that man just had it's an everyday fucking thing. Like there's probably one guy every day of the month that gets killed because of this bullshit.
Yeah, and I mean, like, we hear certain names over and over and over and over again, and we know about them. But there are so many names that don't get spoken. So many people, so many families with their loved ones ripped from them.
It's literally
it's overwhelming.
It's literally what fucking genocide looks like. Like when all's said and done, and we see the tombstones that are lost to police brutality and police violence.
Yeah, it's like what you were saying earlier.
And violent racist systems as well. Like it's a fucking genocide. Like
that could have been a whole cemetery, just like you said earlier, you know?
Yeah, it's like more than a cemetery. I've seen cemeteries with less dead people than that. I've seen whole ass cemeteries with less dead people than that. It's fucking insane. I walked around. I did the whole fucking walk twice, and I went, sat down, had a smoke, and then I just kind of went by a corner and just fucking broke down and cried because like it just makes me fucking so angry and just like so sad to see that kind of shit. And then like at this point I just want to fucking take the pictures of every fucking person that was lost to fucking police brutality and just throw them on the fucking doorstep of every fucking city official that argues that the police need fucking more funding. Throw them on the fucking mayor's doorstep, and hell, throw it at the fucking doorstep of the fucking police department, and tell them that's what they did.
All of the people who still think they're there to fucking protect and serve them.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Christ, like, fucking mighty.
This is what your violent ideology of fucking law and order has done. This is what you fuckers call this law and order, just fucking killing people. That's not fucking law and order. That's just fucking that's no better than some fucking crazy motherfucker in Pakistan doing a revenge killing. Like we're no more civilized than the fucking rest of the world. We're fucking barbarians, man. Fuck this shit.
Yeah. And I mean, it kind of leads into something that we wanted to talk about tonight, which was, you know, at the turn of the year, we found out that they were dropping the charges against the people who killed Duncan Lemp. Even these high-end, like very public situations where they literally have no body cams or they're refusing to show people and stuff like that, like, people are seeing this stuff and they still think that it's okay. They still think that this is what is best for us. At this point, like, I feel bad at like segueing into something that's just about Duncan, because it's not just about him. It's not just about Brianna. It's not just about Garrett. It's not just about any of these fucking people that, well, I think that Garrett goes in that because I personally believe they fucking murdered him too.
Yeah.
That was intentional. It may not have been a fucking police officer, but they had a hand in it and letting everything fall off the truck afterwards. These people, all these, you know, like, I could go on. Like, I actually considered at one point getting the names of everyone who was murdered in just 1 year tattooed on my body, and then I realized I would look like Tom McDonald, and that
yeah, you do not have enough space on your fucking body.
I'm only 4'11", and I don't have enough space on my body, and I don't have enough money to afford these fucking things.
You could put all the names on the fucking mountain from Game of Thrones, and you still wouldn't have enough fucking space.
Yeah, like, you want to talk, like, let's think about if they actually are killing a couple of thousand people every fucking year. they've killed over 60,000 people in my lifetime, almost 80,000.
Yeah.
And I
killed-
mean, that's an estimate, but holy shit, how is that okay? How is that all right? Why are we just standing here drawing new lines in the sand every time this fucking happens? We
There's
back up.
more people die in a year than there are days in the fucking year. We got more people dying to this bullshit than there are days in the fucking year. Every fucking year. Like that means like more than one person has died from
Oh
this
yeah, it's
bullshit
definitely more
every
than
day.
one person a day. If we were to
Yeah.
divide it out equally and say that they killed like 2,000 people a year, I mean,
Yeah.
that's like 3 or 4 people a year. I don't know. Like I'm really bad at the math.
It's like a mass shooting happened every fucking day, basically.
Yeah, literally. And
Yeah.
and they're telling us about the mass shootings that people cause. They're telling us about all this other shit, but they don't want to talk about what the police are doing. And frankly, I'm really glad that I've got good weed because I've almost cried like 3 or 4 times since we fucking started just talking about the goddamn candles. And
Yeah.
it's sick. It's absolutely sick that they tell us that this is fucking justice. Like it's also sick that people actually believe that justice can fucking exist at this point. It will never be given to us by these fucking tyrants. The only thing we can do is make demands and fucking hope. Like how is that something that any of you guys want for your future? How is that something that any of you guys want for your fucking kids, your goddamn grandkids? Like is that it's not going to get any fucking better. It's not. And they just put like Kamala Harris, the queen of fucking police, right there up in the fucking White House and shit like that. How are we gonna make this any fucking better believing that this is the way it should be?
Well,
And I mean, some of those people who are killed, they maybe did crimes, but most of them did not do crimes that fucking get a death penalty.
Yeah.
And even if they did,
at
that's
all.
not how the death penalty fucking works. You get a chance
They always
to appeal.
and they always fucking post their rap sheets like you guys have no idea how much fucking work the people that put on this vigil had to go through to find their actual stories and go through them one by one, and it's just the emotional labor of it too. It breaks
I've
them.
got a slight idea because I myself
Yeah.
have attempted to do this kind of shit, and it's just so exhaustive. Like
Yeah. It's fucking it's tough. Like they did this for like so many people, and it's just they fucking it hurts them so hard, man. Like they're fucking like they're fucking pissed too. Like, and you know, these two individuals in particular, like I'm not going to say the names, but like sometimes they're known for like being a little harsh with the words sometimes, but I'm like, fuck, if I was going through that, I'll be pissed too. Shit. Like it's like going through that, and
I'm
then just,
angry all the time now.
Yeah.
I mean, like, how
Yeah.
can you not be angry?
Yeah. And they're so and they're young too. Like they're like in their early 20s. It's just like, god damn, I wasn't thinking about this when I was in my early 20s. I was just fucking off and getting drunk. Like it's just to have to go through that at that age and not like enjoy the best years of your life, instead having to focus on how much these bastards have fucked your community is just, it's heartbreaking. Like,
Well, the
it's
people
like,
who were
it's almost
supposed
like
to do
childhood.
this
Yeah.
didn't. And then the next
Yeah.
group of people who were supposed to do this didn't. And
Yeah.
it got worse and it got worse and it got worse. And now the people who are here now, we have no fucking choice. There is no fucking, our backs are to the fucking wall. There is no sand left to draw fucking lines in. Like at this point, it is literally okay for them to murder us, give no evidence, and then drop the fucking, like, give no fucking physical evidence and then drop the fucking charges. Like,
Yeah.
how is that okay? How is that okay at all? Why are there people out there in droves fucking talking about how great this is? I don't understand. What is wrong with people?
Yeah, they can come into your house and fucking kill you in your sleep. And like Breonna Taylor wasn't the first time that ever fucking happened. It was just the first time it was public. They did it to the fucking Black Panther Party in the fucking in the 50s, man. Like they just fucking
Well, I
walked
mean,
and
yeah.
just them all. Like
And those of us who actually are willing to fight back against this, not necessarily with violence, but in any way, eventually it's going to get to the point where we're going to be, like they're going to come after all the rest of us, because we're not pulling together. We're too divided. We are too fucking caught up in the arbitrary tiny things that they tell us fucking matter. Things that wouldn't even fucking exist if it weren't for their fucking overblown fucking tyrannical state in the first place. And it's just I hate to say it, but I'm really glad to see the police attacking people on the right. I felt kind of bad about it because like when we went out there a few weeks ago and there were cops everywhere for a MAGA rally, I was like so confused because I've never seen them show up like that for white people. And I mean, no, not everybody there was white, but almost everybody there was white. And so it was really strange to see the police starting to show up like that. And I had no idea what was going to come next because like what happened was that viral video of the cops attacking and spraying right-wingers that were protesting at was it City Hall or was it the Capitol? I can't remember.
Probably something
Either
like
way,
that.
it was they were trying to get in to what they were like it's a public building. They were trying to get in and the police were barring their ability to do so, and when they wouldn't give up they started spraying people with bear spray and shit. I was really happy to see them fight back, like to spray them back and push back and force their way into the building. But the thing is, y'all gotta wake up. Like I know that there are some right-wing people that do watch this show, and you may not be with us here live right now. You may be here later checking on it and stuff like that, but you gotta wake up. These people are not there to protect you. They are not there to fucking serve you. Your people are just as valid a target as the rest of us.
I'm just curious. I really would like to know why this fascination and origination of Back to Blue came about. It reminds me of the Tea Party. It was co-opted, and I think a lot of people mistook freedom for protect and serve. Like freedom doesn't come from a police officer or a security officer. It comes from you. You are the army, and
our culture has largely replaced freedom with safety.
Yes, on both sides of the aisle, which is ironic because both sides want the police used for their own nefarious purposes. It's like, well, we already have the Second Amendment. You're the police. You don't need another person to call on you. If you cannot say to yourself, who am I going to call if I can't call the police? Then you need to
call your fucking self. You call your fucking neighbors. You call your fucking friends.
You need to rethink your relationships in life because I get it. At one point in time, the blue was hardworking, working class, blue collar Americans in the 60s, 50s, 40s. They were, hardworking middle class Americans. And of course,
they were still the lapdogs of the tyrants.
Yeah, well,
after
the military-industrial complex came aboard with the Vietnam War, Back to Blue became more militarized. But we didn't really notice, at least in the white communities, didn't really notice until they themselves are like, well, what happened? Well, do your last 30 presidents, Trump, Obama, Bush, you can throw Clinton in there too.
Yeah.
They have allowed military equipment to be bought by police departments. Look at the police department. Look at the police dressed right now. They're in riot gear at City Hall and court buildings. That's not permissible. It's not acceptable. And I just Back to Blue and this "Don't Tread on Me," and then having this icon, we support our police or whatever, reminds me of Mike, you remember this. Remember when they had the support the troops and freedom fries logos everywhere, but yet they're still advocating for war in the Middle East? It reminds me of that mindset.
Yeah, that was sort of fucking sick. we continue to do this kind of shit, and it's psychopathy.
Yeah, the early 2000s were very frustrating for me as well. And yeah, I mean the experience white people have had with police throughout this history vastly differs from the black community. I mean, originally the police were established as slave catchers. They were basically that was in the United States, that was their original fucking purpose. And you know, throughout the years, it's outstretched to many other facets in life. And I mean and the overbloating of the police department to handle all of our society's problems is kind of where this notion of defund the police came from. Now I'm for abolish the fucking police.
Yeah,
but
abolish
hey,
the motherfuckers.
I mean, defund is better than nothing, but like that's where the idea is coming from. It's just they have the police handling every fucking facet from just poverty, mental
they send
health.
them out to deal with mental health issues. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Shit
like
they don't know how to deal with.
yeah,
They
don't
show up to deal with someone who is suicidal with fucking
Yeah.
guns drawn, and that is a normal thing.
Yeah,
That is normal for them. Suicidal people are confronted with armed, militarized police. How is that even remotely okay?
yeah. They want it's basically at this point the police are just there to protect property and take out all the undesirable elements from our society, quote unquote undesirable. It's just they're fucking they think this is the band-aid to fix every public issue and make things right. Like I think the ideology is rooted in some sort of social Darwinism. It's basically, you know, if we just get rid of all the bad people because some people are just inherently bad, then you know society will be nice and peaceful and that's what the police for. We just need to remove all the undesirable people, and of course we the government or whatever fucking racist ideology is in power at the time defines what undesirable is.
I'm always wondering. I kind of live in an area where it's somewhat, wouldn't call it safe. I would just call there's less risk involved with the police. But I've noticed that there's more police presence now than there's ever been. Even when I'm doing my weekly walks, and I've come to the conclusion that we have so much relied on the safety of other people instead of our own, that we're asking the government to sort of like, instead of saying you have the 2A, well, we're your 2A now, we're your Second Amendment, so you don't
need the Second Amendment.
Yeah, so you don't really need
Which
it.
is bullshit, obviously.
I know, but I'm kind of, I would like to ask a Trump supporter who has backed the blue in the past, what was their first inclination of supporting back the blue? What was their reasoning behind supporting the police? And just know that when you see protect and serve, they're not there to protect and serve you. They're there to protect and serve the donor class, the elites, the globalists, whoever you want to call it, or whatever name you want to put forth with it, the politicians. That's who they protect and serve, because that tax dollars don't go to protect and serve you. It's to make sure you are funding the very people that you are enthralled about. And it's this mentality, I guess, and sort of the Stockholm Syndrome mentality that I'm curious, you know, we're sort of waking up from that. And a lot of people are pissed, Mike included. And I think we're pissed off. We're supposed to be pissed off for the right reasons, but there's some people that are just now waking up to the notion that the politicians are not there for us, the police are not there for us, but the people are, the individual, the family, the community, and that's always what it should have been.
And anyone who knows anything about guns or how self-defense works will tell you that the police are not going to defend you from crime. They're going to show up once you report that crime. And I mean, like, you are always going to be your first line of defense. Your neighbors are your second line of defense. They'll get there faster than the cops will too. You need to start rebuilding your community and taking the focus off of letting Big Daddy Gooberment do everything fucking for you. Because I honestly believe that we're having more murders and more crime and shit like that because people don't know how to fucking stop it.
That's true. I mean,
they're literally just waiting for the popo to show up and take their fucking word about what happened, grab some evidence, and maybe do something about it. Do you know how many people I have fucking spoken to in my goddamn lifetime who have had something stolen from them and then they never fucking see it again? Like, I thought that was what the police were supposed to try and help you do. It's a miracle if they find something that's been taken from you. And I mean, like, other times we have those setups where like you get raped, you tell there nobody stopped it, you waited for the police to show up afterwards, and then they take your rape kit, which is fucking horrible to do to somebody right after they're raped anyways, but it's necessary to get the evidence, and then they throw that shit in a fucking back room and never fucking look at it again and forget about its existence. Thousands upon thousands upon thousands of untested rape kits. Are you kidding me? They're not out there fucking protecting anybody. They're barely serving. What they do is they collect money so that they can use that money to make their shit more militarized.
And not only
That
that,
shit doesn't go back to the community. In most places, those tickets and all those fines and shit, they go back to the fucking police department. And let me tell you one more goddamn thing. Fucking asset forfeiture.
yeah,
Asset forfeiture is theft. They flat out take your shit and they never give it back to you. And a lot of times people lose their shit to this asset forfeiture crap when they weren't even found guilty and stuff like that. This fucking stuff does not go back to the community. It does not go back to fighting crime. This shit goes into like fucking banquets and a bunch of other fucking bullshit that cops want to fucking do. How the fuck is that not theft? Like at one point, some cop actually bought an expensive fucking car that they could drive back and forth from work to work and home and shit like that. Like they spend that money on that kind of shit. That is literal fucking theft. How anybody doesn't think that they are a fucking like the fucking enforcers of a cartel is fucking beyond me at this point. And I don't know how many times I've said the F word this fucking goddamn episode, but I'm gonna keep doing it because none of this shit makes me fucking happy.
Whatever. I mean, that's normally you, so I'm not very surprised. One thing you could say is that I want to know who closed the churches, who directly closes the gyms, who directly closes your business. Well, it's not the politicians, and it's certainly not.
It's the fucking police.
It's the police.
Yeah, who comes in and fucking arrests you for not wearing a mask or some shit like that? It's the police. Who comes in there and arrests you for fucking protesting for Black Lives Matters? It's the fucking police. It's all the fucking goddamn police. It might be state police, but like it's still fucking police. And there's left-leaning people that believe in the police too, and that just fucking just I can't. That doesn't even make any sense. Y'all need to just like go outside. Just go the fuck outside, please. I just.
You want to go to good luck?
That being said, good fucking luck in 2021, because I don't know why so many people seem to think that, thank God 2020 is over, like something better was gonna. 2021 is here and nothing is better. In fact, it's continuously getting worse. So fucking good goddamn luck with all of this shit.
There's a new strand of the coronavirus that's actually 70% more easily spread now. I don't know. I don't know if the mortality rate is going to go up on it. Well, probably because it's spread easier. I guess that would mean it would go up on it. But also, we do also there is no signs that the vaccine won't work on it. So that's like basically the only good news about it. But yeah.
Well, most of us are not going to get vaccinated here. as far as I'm aware of.
I'll
but
be your all.
it could
I
take
will
a-
gladly. I will gladly be your guinea pig because I would rather die than stay inside anymore. I'm getting stir crazy, guys.
Yeah, well, y'all should just be fucking going outside anyways. Wear your mask, social distance if you want to, wash your fucking hands a bazillion times a day, but staying locked in your house is not fucking helping shit.
I mean, I go outside and take a walk and wear a mask. Sure, it's just like fuck, like bars. The bars have a fucking curfew and shit, and there's almost like not shit to do. It just
Yeah,
it
because
kind of
for
sucks.
some reason, the later it gets at night, COVID gets more dangerous. That's so fucking bullshit. Beware the COVID in the dark. It will stalk a human for 20 miles. It can fucking pounce so hard it'll take your goddamn head off.
I think the inclination is the less people are the less time people spend gathered indoors or whatever, the more or less likely which it will spread. Like it's like I
You
kind
know
of
what I think it is? I think that if they fucking make all of the businesses stay closed, they'll lose their fucking businesses and then they'll lose their fucking homes. And the only thing they'll have left to depend on is the government.
maybe. I mean, I don't know. I think it's I think it's just a fucked up situation, and yeah, they might be taking advantage of a good. And never let a good crisis go to waste. So I mean, there's probably a bunch of people with that inclination.
We're in the middle of a fucking militarized police zone where we are basically like being told that we have to stay in our homes all the time and shit like that. Where if they decide they're going to murder you, it's okay because no one's going to fucking do anything about it. And they have their fucking unions to protect them and their fucking laws that protect them even. They can fucking steal from you. And this is not just the cops, this is the government. They can steal from you. They can fucking have you thrown in jail. They can send their fucking lab dogs at you. All of this shit is continuing to go on in 2021. And like last year, a lot of people fled the country. A lot of liberty-minded people were afraid.
Where are you gonna
and
go,
left.
Mike? Where are you gonna go? Look.
But
A lot
the
of
truth
islands.
is, there isn't anywhere to go.
There's a lot of islands that haven't locked down, but they're lacking tourism dollars. If you go over there thinking that you can get away from the lockdowns, what happens is, oh, you're a foreigner with money. You won't be going anywhere after that. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Another thing is the EU is sort of collectively locking down countries, or you're kicked out. And kicked out.
Yeah.
What UK is going to have? The UK just now, Boris Johnson announced new COVID lockdowns until the end of January, and then you got Spain. What they want to do is they want to put you on a registry if you deny or refuse or just gently say, I don't want the vaccine right now. They'll put you on a registry. You can't go outside Spain now. The Caribbean. Oh, well, you're an American. We have some problems with you guys there, so we won't allow you here unless you pay up. South America. Just the one of the guys.
You can leave the country, but unless you're willing to get into spending a shit ton of money in the black market, you're not getting into a new country.
The one of the bit shooters I follow, the Nomad Capitalist, said it's increasingly hard to get a second passport. They're locking down that. It's increasingly hard to get a second citizenship. They're locking down that. And third of all, if you just want to visit or be temporarily a tourist or visitor there, you only got 3 months. You can't really do much in 3 months. So you're left with Puerto Rico, USVI, Guam, Marina, and American Samoa. Oh, you got to fly to those too, and you got to stop at Hawaii. Oh, you're not vaccinated yet? Got to get a vaccine. So, just in essence, virtual banking and Bitcoin especially are going to be your passports to traveling now. Because if you're not funded ahead of time and you just start traveling, you're going to be stuck at that place you're at forever. And that's
if you can even get in, like you may end up stuck in those, like, I don't know if you guys know about this, but there are these spaces in like ports and airports and shit that are nowhere. Like they are nowhere countries. and you can be trapped there for, I mean, like, there have been people who have been trapped in there for more than a year. And that's if you're lucky, because, like, they'll send you to camps and stuff like that, too. So, I mean, like, good luck getting into a new fucking place. And the thing is, all of this kind of shit, it's going across the world. Like, fascism and tyranny are everywhere, and they are spreading. There is not going to be anywhere that you will be safe from it, so long as nobody fucking stands up. We're out of fucking places to go. We're out of fucking shit to do. We're out of sand to draw lines in. And the only thing we can do is prepare and say no to this kind of shit. And it doesn't matter whether you hate COVID or you hate police brutality or any of that shit. All of those things are bad. All of those things, the things that they're, or, well, the COVID lockdowns. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter if you hate the COVID lockdowns or if you hate the police brutality or if you hate, you know, whatever the fuck it is that you hate. That it's the government has caused these things. They're the ones that are enforcing all of this shit on you. We need to fucking become fucking wise to that, and we need to pull ourselves away from the thing that we've been talking about tonight, which was, you know, like, they're centralizing our lives. They're
And
trying to
yeah,
centralize our lives around the government, and the only thing that we really can do is localize and decentralize as best as we fucking can. We've got to go out there and start finding the businesses in our neighborhoods that need help, that can supply us with the things that we need. We've got to go out there and start talking to our neighbors. Go to your fucking neighborhood meetings, go to your city hall meetings, do this stuff. If you're so locked down that you can't fucking get anywhere right now, get online and find your locals.
a lot of local meetings for city council or county commission or whatever is now probably being remote or zoomed. So you could probably do that. But, you know, if you know your groceries, know who bags your groceries or where you buy your groceries from. If you pay in cash right now, that's okay. I'm not sure if that's going to be okay in about a year. But I'm taking a page slightly from Creep's comrades in terms of community giving and people focusing. Now, I'm not necessarily for their sort of infiltrating other institutions of capitalism, but for what their thought process is, for what they believe in terms of helping the people, getting the people out there. That's what we should at least be aware of and be more and do more of. Eventually, what it comes down to is we got to rely on each other and not on the government or big corporations.
We have got to make us the people we rely on. We have got to make us the people we call. Like we were talking about earlier, it's your neighbors that are going to be your second line of defense to yourself. It's not going to be the police. It never has been the police, and it never will be the police. And that goes for with all sorts of things. People all around you know how to do things. They know how to make shit. They know how to fucking grow shit. Find out who they are and learn from them. Become those people. You guys, there is so much that we could do if we came together as just individuals, as human beings. It would take away a lot of the fear and the things that the government uses to control us with.
And just to add, like, your neighbor doesn't necessarily mean just the guy who lives next door to you. I mean,
Right.
Even though we are in a surveillance state, they can't stop us from fucking using the internet to make community fronts and just make like charitable activities, man. Like they can't stop. If enough of us start doing that kind of shit, like how are they gonna spin that to the public when they start fucking bringing in cops to break that shit up? They ain't gonna be able to spin that. Like fucking what the hell? Oh, these guys are they were giving clothes to the homeless people. Like why are you arresting them then? Like, well, this subsection of code, blah blah blah. Nobody's gonna fucking buy that shit.
Get the fuck out of here. We need to be willing to actually stand in front of it, though.
Yeah,
at this
absolutely.
Point, us yelling at them, like you've seen video after video of people being like, "Get off of him! Stop yelling at him! Stop arresting him!" You know, like it doesn't do anything. We have to be willing to actually stand there and make ourselves a fucking wall.
Yeah,
At
you
this
know, I
point,
mean,
it's the only way. It is literally
that
the only way. And yes, they may hit one or two of you. They may hit all of you. But make sure that everybody sees them fucking hitting you guys while you stand up for your fucking fellow human beings, for your fucking community. For Christ's sakes, why can we
yeah,
not do this anymore? I'm turning into a fucking baby.
the you know, I mean, that is an idea that has been echoed in the BLM community, and just like anybody that's with the Black Lives movement in general. Like, a lot of time they need bodies, and they need to know that because the white people are the majority of the population in this country, like, they know they can't just stand up to the entire fucking country themselves. Like, they need white allies actually out there putting their bodies on the fucking line for them. Like, they need to see that their allies are willing to fucking be on the front lines, and like, you know, like me, I fucking got arrested, like, during one of the protests. I was willing to
Yeah,
fucking
he
put my
did.
hands on the line.
Dude, he got fucking checked too.
Yeah, dude, I got my ass beat, and like, they fucking tortured the shit out of me, basically. Like, it's fucking, and if they see enough white people willing to do that and put their bodies on the line, they're going to start coming out there too, because they'll know that their neighbor actually gives a shit about them. And if they don't, then, you know, they're going to be in their bubble and think every whitey guy is out to fucking get them or whatever.
And I
And
mean, like,
that's not
anybody
good.
who's willing to live in their own bubbles, even after seeing that shit, kind of,
Yeah.
they were never gonna come out to begin with.
Well, I mean, it's
But
like,
that's not the majority of people. The majority of
yeah,
people will see this, and it
it's,
will fucking ignite some shit in them.
yeah,
And it's not even just the black and white thing either. Like, I hear this talked about all the time. Like, in the liberty movement, we don't have huge numbers, and we need to be showing each other that we're willing to go out there and stand for each
yeah,
other and help each other. And we need to, and that encompasses the people who are fighting for Black lives too. You know, these numbers of people who are willing to actually stand up and say no, they're small. But when you go out and you build your neighborhood and you build your community and you get to know these people and stuff like that, they're not going to be okay with that. They're not going to
yeah,
stand there and just watch. And yes, there needs to be leaders. Some of you need to be willing to step out of the crowd and be like, no, along with them, because there have been far too many situations where we have seen even libertarians and anarchists just stand there and yell. We can't do this anymore. We have to actually be willing to step in the fucking way and say fucking no with our goddamn bodies at this point. That's what we
yeah,
have to do, because our voices are loud and they are many, and they fucking carry all over the fucking world, and they're carried all across the fucking mainstream media even. It's not fucking enough.
yeah.
And without us being willing to actually step forward and do some shit, 2021 is going to be a bigger hell than 2020 ever could have been.
Yeah, you know, and like this conversation, it kind of came up because it's like, there's some neo-Nazi rally going on in one of the towns, and or like they it's the fuckers that me and my comrades drove off a couple months
Well,
ago,
good. Oh, they're
and
still
we're
there.
about,
Shit.
yeah, the fucker is going to try to bring back friends and do it again. And, you know, some of the black community activists, it was like a debate between it. They were kind of like talking about it, and like, it wasn't like a argument, but like
Right.
they definitely had like a bit of a disagreement about it. There, the one was just like, yeah, we need to get people out there and fucking face them down, like, cause like, we ain't gonna fucking let Nazis in our fucking hood. And and the other guy, but the town that they're trying to meet up in, it's kind of just like a nice little fucking beach town, a lot of white people and stuff. And he's like, I don't know if I want to go out there if I'm not going to have the support of the community out there, like, are they just going to think we're a bunch of black people agitating shit that don't even live there or whatever, or like
If I
I don't
stand
want to
up,
walk
is
into
no
that
one gonna
situation.
stand with me? Am I gonna
Yeah.
fucking die on this hill by myself?
Yeah, exactly. And he's just like, so I'm hesitant. So the other guy's like, I'm hesitant to do that. So yeah, I mean, we definitely need to show them that we're willing to be out there. Now, I told him, I was like, well, actually, some of the people in that community came up to us and they really liked what we're doing, so we may actually have the support there. So I wouldn't be too hesitant. But like his concern is his concern generally is very valid.
It
It's
is.
very
Well,
valid.
and his concern would be valid if it hadn't
Yeah.
been for you guys going out there and talking to people in the first place. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It builds. It builds. One domino knocks the next domino down, knocks the next domino down.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it. So yeah, basically, I'm gonna be dealing with some fucking white nationalists that are loosely veiled under the word patriotism, in about a
Well,
week.
God's
that'll
fucking
be
speed. Please keep me
Yeah.
updated, and I'm definitely gonna expect you to check in with me because that's gonna fucking have me up all night.
Yeah, definitely. I'll let you know. I think it's like kind of in the middle of the day, so it shouldn't be like an all night thing unless they like want to fucking really die on that hill.
Let's hope nobody wants to die on that fucking hill. That's an awful hill to die on.
Yeah. Let me die on the hill of white supremacy and bullshit patriotism. Why don't I just do that?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Here lies dude choked on a fucking boot and hatred all at the same fucking time.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just like, it's just fucking, it's going to be round 2 out there. And, hopefully he'll just turn tail. Hopefully the bastard will just turn tail and run in like 5 seconds like he did last time. And that'll just be hilarious.
Videotape that shit.
Damien, come out and play.
Oh God.
Are you okay, Mike? Calm down. Calm down.
Yeah, I'm angry, and
Well, the next
thing
time
is,
make you angrier.
yeah, it is gonna make me angrier. The whole thing is, stop telling me Happy fucking New Year. I don't want a happy fucking
Happy
New Year.
New Year.
I want an angry fucking New Year. I
No.
want everyone to get fucking angry at what's happening, at what they're doing to us, at how twisted they have us, how divided they have us. I want everyone to get fucking angry as hell. Heck angry. Like,
You're so angry you can't even talk.
no, I am. I'm so fucking pissed off every goddamn day. And if you're angry now and you're fucking depressed, there's nothing fucking wrong with you. It's natural to be fucking depressed about what's happening. It's natural to be fucking angry about what's fucking happening. People who are walking around with their head in the goddamn clouds pretending nothing's wrong and everything's gonna be fucking fine, they are psychos. They are complete psychos.
Yeah.
Like, there is something wrong with them. It's not you. It's not you. I don't know who needs to fucking hear that, but it's not fucking you.
Yeah, people who pretend everything's fucking fine. I'm just like, what is wrong with you? Like, every time I see that, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, what? Like, Mike's right. They're literally like just fucking psychopaths, and they got some stupid ass smile on their face while they're saying it too. It's just like, what the hell?
I think it goes along with those people that ignorance is bliss when you're in a very comfy area, either in a location or with somewhat of a, not necessarily ignorance, but you have this positivity in you so much. It reminds me of these cheerleaders who have so much enthusiasm that they even smile when they break their ankle. And I'm like, I get it. I know what you're trying to do. Or
gotta stay peppy.
A beauty queen smiling when she falls down the stairs. Is the point is you are not wanting to go down that rabbit hole of being angry, depressed, because you don't feel comfort there. You don't feel safety.
The thing is, there is no real comfort or fucking safety. Get fucking uncomfortable. In fact, I hope that the police brutality continues. I hope it gets worse. I hope they fucking fund the police station so that everybody can have this happen, you know, because I'm personally coming to believe that people will not fucking do shit if it hasn't directly affected them. I hope it directly affects every motherfucking one of you armchair freaks out there who seems to think that the world is just fucking fine and it's gonna be dandy. I hope it affects you. I hope it affects you somehow. I hope to God you don't fucking lose somebody or your own fucking self. I hope you don't lose your life. I hope that you don't lose somebody else's life. But for God's sake, I hope it fucking affects you.
That being said, next topic is there's no way to get into it, but I guess you're voluntarily disconsenting from everything, and you're noticing that people not noticing everything's bad is collectivist behavior.
Well, it is in a way, but like I kind of like, you know, when we talk about unity and unifying and coming together and shit like that, there's a difference between unity and a Unitarian collective. We're not talking about people coming together and mixing all of their ideas together and fucking sitting in a circle and singing Kumbaya fucking Yaw, because that's unrealistic. It's just not going to happen. Everybody can, even the ANCAPs that are all like, well, in my belief system, utopia, everyone can live in their own areas and do things like they fucking want. We have that. And it's because, well, they have that. And it's because we believe, you know, like people who are voluntarists believe that everybody should be able to do whatever they fucking want. But we know that we're not going to all do the same thing. We're not going to all want to do the same thing. We're going to be different. And the thing that makes us so strong as a unified community are our different fucking ideals, our fucking different angles, our where we come from different places and everything like that. We are able to have a diverse way of dealing with things. And you know, like it doesn't mean, you know, like it's a voluntary association. You come in, you do things with people that you guys all agree on, and then you fucking go your own separate ways. You know, you can go make dinner at home and they can go to Taco Bell and someone else can go to a local fucking restaurant, you know, whatever you fucking want, but everybody's gonna have different preferences. And that's the deal. Like everybody has a right to their different preferences in a voluntary association. And if they don't, then it's not voluntary. And they can either, well, okay, if they don't, then they need to pull out of it or try to have discussions with people to figure out how to fix it. And if that's not available, then it's not voluntary. What our government requires of us is that we be part of a collective society, a collectivist society. They have been dividing us into groups where we only believe the same things, we only like the same things. You know, they've been doing it for years. It's not just even on a political level, it's like on fucking pop culture levels and everything. They have us all divided up into fucking groups with neat little labels so that we can find all the people that are just like us and we will never have to fucking deal with anything that is different. It's making us weak. And that's what collectivism does.
Well, this is the irony of this whole conversation that led me to add this as a bullet point for tonight's topic. Progressives are trying to rail against the collective Democrats that are the statists, that are the centrists, and that are, you know, the neolibs. And what has happened is extremely opposite of what the America First crowd is, but not really. The America First crowd is basically coming into Congress, being sworn in, and what they're doing is they're fighting for Trump. So they're going to, of course, defect and sort of, you know, say to the election results on January 6th that it's invalid and you need to recount or, you know, whatever. So you have that type of crowd on one side. And the other side, the progressives, the crowd called the Squad has elected Nancy Pelosi for her last, potentially, last term, or how many consecutive terms she's been in the House, what, fourth or fifth? And it just kind of bemoans me. I need to know, both to the progressives and the American First crowd, is this the way to govern? And if it's the way to govern, you're going to be on the losing end to do so, because eventually somebody's going to be president. That president is eventually going to have executive orders and possibly a veto-proof override if it goes through the House and the Senate. So it's great that you're in your positions of power, but you do realize that you're not voicing your consent to knowing what you got elected for. You're basically giving the powers that be already, the swamp, more power. And if Trump is reelected, let's just say if he is, I would say that he is using the American First crowd to get reelected, but he doesn't necessarily have anything he wants to accomplish in his second term. He has not really put forth a plan for that. The GOP platform is still using the 2016 platform. And on the other end, you have progressives that just elected a swamp creature. I am flummoxed,
They're all swamp creatures.
perplexed about why they would continue going forth in this pattern. Educate me. I don't know, because
look, I can't fucking educate
I'm
you.
an anarchist.
I can't fucking figure it out. None of this shit makes any sense to me. Like,
Well-
everybody who's following these different fucking politician groups mindlessly without any fucking thought to what they have done or what they can do in the future, like, it's a byproduct of our fucking Prussian schooling model being crammed into a collectivist behavior. That's all I can think of.
I mean, I can't say for sure why they just said go with Nancy Pelosi. My theory was they didn't have anybody else, and that's kind of their own fault a little bit, because they didn't organize to get another option up on the table. They didn't organize to get somebody they could that would be a better option than Nancy Pelosi. Now, that being said, though, I don't know even if they did that they would have the numbers to overthrow Nancy Pelosi. It's she has a chokehold on Congress as is. The squad is essentially just that. It's a squad. It's 6 people against a Congress of about it's in the triple digits. What is it? There's like 200 and something people in Congress.
Well, I would say they have a razor thin margin to where if they just had the squad so to defect and not vote for Nancy Pelosi at all, they may have had a stalemate. To be honest, they may have had, to where Nancy Pelosi wouldn't have necessarily the votes to become Speaker of the House.
Yeah.
And
I think,
sure.
Yeah, they don't, but they don't really have anybody to replace her. And honestly, the rest of Congress might have just elected somebody that was more right to Nancy Pelosi, because honestly, there really wasn't many options on the table.
No, there are no options. Like, I'm tired of being reasonable. This governance is fucking bullshit. All of it is fucking bullshit. There are no fucking options. They are literally throwing a dart at a dartboard that is filled with nothing but fucking shit answers. Like, none of them are bullseye. There is no bullseye. They put a fucking metal cup over the bullseye. If you even get close to that, it's just gonna knock your fucking dart on the floor and you get fucking nothing. That's how it works. That's how it fucking works. There is no fucking proper logical explanation as to why they did these things. They are literally doing what they think they can get away with. I can't even believe that any of them actually give a goddamn about us at this point. Because as soon as you get in that fucking office, you start to forget who you are.
Exactly.
I think it's evidence to me that the squad doesn't really have as much teeth as we would like to believe they do. And
Well, it's
It's
the same
great.
thing with Trump. Trump and the squad, they were the biggest disappointments of fucking 2020, and they were both fucking false. They were fucking there to make you feel like you were gonna get something.
Yeah.
A fake dopamine boost so
It's
that you'll
almost
fucking
like,
hit the fucking goddamn snooze button and roll the
I don't
fuck
know
over again.
if you're, you may be a little young for this, Creep, but Mike, do you remember when people went to shake your hand and went psych above their head? Yeah, exactly. That's what.
I was around in the 90s. That's
It's
that was exciting.
80s, early 90s, colloquial sort of slang. But you know, it's sort of kidding around. It's like, yeah, I agree. No, I don't. Yeah, that's 2020 for me. It's like, yeah, I want to play nice for the first 2 months and not the rest of the year. So with that being said, why don't we end the show with a better recap of what we would like for it to happen. That's if Trump decides to become a real politician, not a one he plays on TV.
Well, yeah, we do have some good news to end the show on tonight. I don't know if everybody has heard about it yet, but if you follow me on, well, first off, fuck Trump. Trump's not gonna fucking do shit. Trump is a piece of shit. Trump is not going to fucking pardon Snowden. He's not going to pardon Assange. He's not going to pardon anybody. However,
Oh no, he was. He already pardoned people. They're war criminals though.
Oh yeah, well, exactly. That's what the best I can do is criminals.
Yeah, I love how everybody was like, "Oh, he's going to pardon Snowden or Assange." No, I'm going to pardon actual war criminals. Let's do that. Like the complete polar opposite of what people have speculated, and this was on the right and the left. Everyone speculated that he was actually going to pardon Snowden or Assange to like get that one last win or something, so everybody would love him. But it's just like, no, he literally pardons the worst possible people on the fucking planet.
Well, I
needs
told
a fucking twisted tea.
I told Mike about this. But yeah.
But I don't want to get into things that are going to make us mad in the middle of the good news.
Okay.
Okay. The good news, untainted, is that Julian Assange, as of this morning or last night, depending on where you're from, they blocked his fucking expedition. He will not be expedited to the Americans.
Do you know why they blocked it?
Yes. Now, I am going to be a bit of a downer and fucking explain that they did not believe that what he did was right. They did not believe that there had been misactions during the trial. They did not believe that this was a political action against him. They did not believe that his free speech was being trod upon. What they were able to be convinced of was that he was going to kill himself if they sent him back to America, and that he would be successful in doing so. They believe that American prison systems are so fucking inhumane that they could not send him here by their rules.
Yeah. So basically,
it's a half victory.
So basically, the international community has accused the United States prison system of crimes against humanity, and but just outright saying it.
Yes, it was. Yeah, basically, that's exactly what they fucking said, and it's goddamn true. So, we get a win on the fact that now everybody knows that everybody knows. And we get a win on the fact that Assange is not being expedited immediately. America has stated that they are going to appeal because we're supervillains. But, Trump's America is appealing against, is going to appeal this. Or that's what they're saying. So those of you who are out there going, well, Trump has to do it now. Trump's going to do it. Go fuck yourselves. He's not going to fucking do it. You guys are fucking retarded. Yeah, I said it. I said the R word. I can't fucking believe that anybody out there believes that Trump is going to pardon Assange or Snowden or save the whistleblowers or anything like that. He's not going to do any of that shit. He's too busy saving fucking war criminals that licked his ass during his fucking campaign. That's what's gonna fucking happen. That's all that's gonna fucking happen. The other good part about this is that on Wednesday they're making an application for his bail. So there may be a chance that Assange will be actually walking free in the world by the end of the week. And that is something that I just didn't think that I would be able to see. I didn't think it was ever going to happen. I didn't ever think it was going to be close enough to happening that I could actually get my hopes up. And it, as much as it makes me feel good, it also scares the shit out of me. Because if they're going to fucking kill him, they're going to do it while he's walking free. It's not going to be in the middle of the prison. People would lose their fucking minds.
Yeah.
So he could be in grave danger. This could be part of the plan. We don't fucking know yet. However, there is some extra good news. I don't know if everybody knows this, but Mexico has offered political asylum to Assange.
Oh yeah, I heard about that too.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe we can get him the fuck out of there and then, like, hire some cartels to protect him or something. In Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
And for me, it's like this whole administration is, you just get enough positivity to realize, oh, that's what he means. And so I'm thinking every president here on out is going to do a Trump. He's going to pardon, he or she will pardon whatever these donors help in if they get charged or they get hounded.
Yeah, and then when somebody brings it up as a reason why they're bad, the other side's just going to be like, well, so-and-so did it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the last 20 years, hey, you know, the Democrats really tried to do, or Republicans tried to do voter fraud in 2004 or 2000. Democrats are like, let's see if we can replicate that in 2020. I mean,
Trump didn't give a goddamn when there was voter fraud and suppression in 2016. He only gives a damn now because he fucking lost. He was okay with it when it happened before, and it made him win. And the truth is, anybody who thinks that your fucking vote as an individual counts, like, is a reason to be out there protesting because your vote has been made fraudulent or something like that, or stolen from you or whatever, get a life. Do you not know how the fucking election process works? Your fucking popular vote does not fucking matter. It has never fucking mattered. Not since the Electoral College started fucking driving shit. You guys, read a goddamn book, please. Like, I hate to be that dude, but just read about it. Read about the process. You don't even have to read a book. Go watch a YouTube video. There's a bazillion of them out there that will fucking tell you how it fucking works. 20 minutes. Go watch it. Most of these motherfuckers talk so slow, you could put it on 2 times speed and just blaze through that shit. Just look at it, please.
Yeah.
For God's sake, educate yourself so that you know that you're being fucked with from the beginning. Instead of being able to be, you know, like, mobilized like this because you believe you're being fucked with now. It's crap. It's absolute crap. Yes, all of you people out there at the Stop the Steal protest, you're right. Your votes don't fucking count. You have been fucking robbed. But you have been robbed for a long, long time, and you were okay with it until it got to this point. You allowed it to happen to other people. Your parents, your grandparents allowed it to happen to other people, and they did nothing. At least you guys are out there trying to yell about it, but you're not even yelling about the right thing.
Well, that's for certain. I'm thinking that, you know, there was a lot of people who were for Julian Assange and WikiLeaks just because they were against the other team. Now look at the Democrats and Republicans; they switch places every 4 years. Julian Assange has maintained his principality, his convictions pretty much ever since he started WikiLeaks. He's released something on a lot of governments that a lot of people would be for and against. He's released, you know, everything about the Republicans and Democrats that I didn't think was possible. And, you know, for me personally, if Julian Assange is not able to come to the U.S., then ironically, if Mexico grants him some, you know, some asylum or some political protection, this may open the door for more journalists to go to Mexico just to be protected for that very reason. which is the irony, because Mexico is not really free any other way.
No.
But if Julian Assange goes to Mexico, to Acapulco, he is the very definition of an anarchist, because he can go to Acapulco and speak there, and he won't get extradited. Nice? That would be nice. He won't get extradited. He could speak freely and live freely. And
as long as they don't sneak in there and fucking kill his ass.
Well, I think the narcs would probably prevent that, because they kind of rule that area anyway. Because the drug war, that's another story. But
yeah, but they're all in bed with the CIA too.
Yeah, well, I'm glad at least he's getting some notice in Mexico.
Yeah, these are forward steps, even if they are fucking scary steps, because a few days in freedom with a death on your feet is still better than wasting away and dying in that fucking jail cell.
Oh, you know what? If we still if Biden becomes president, we could have an unintentional Julian Assange coming to the border illegally, and he could be protected because of that. Now, I'm that's probably a far-fetched case. I'm just saying.
Wouldn't that upset some people?
It would.
I say as I smile.
But who knows? Ecuador kind of cucked, but Mexico did not. So I'm kind of curious why Mexico, I think, doesn't like the U.S. right now, and so they're like, "This is our only way to get back."
This is the way we can spit at them.
Yeah, exactly. So I am happy about that. Now we got to get Chelsea Manning and Edward Snowden and
Free Ross.
Albrecht, Free Ross. Those people have to come clean with those governments. U.S. specifically have to come clean and say, hey, if we can't extradite Julian Assange, we can't really do anything with these other people. So for me, pardon everybody, let bygones be bygones, because when the next president hits, they're going to have a lot more worries than just another Edward Snowden or Julian Assange.
Personally, I'm tired of waiting on people to be pardoned. I think it's time that we dismantle the things that are making them in danger in the first place.
I'm all for that, yes.
Tear the walls down in Minecraft or something.
Well, that can be easily done. I know that there are a lot of servers that can allow that Minecraft edition.
Yeah. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's episode. It made me kind of emotional. I'm fucking angry as hell. Fuck your Happy New Year's. Please get fucking angry. Please, please, please get fucking angry. I don't know how many more years of this shit I can fucking take, y'all. I just don't know how many any of us can take. If you guys like what you see or you hate what you see, get down in the comments, hit us up on social media, all that kind of jazz. If you want to help, if you like this stuff, volunteer, share, like the video, give us some fucking money, give us some crypto. We'll fucking make sure that it hits the Liberty movement as quickly as we fucking can, because we are still at the line. So anything above that goes straight to helping the Liberty community. Thank you very much, those of you who are still out there supporting us. And don't forget, you get the chance to request topics. You get the chance to come on and talk with us. All sorts of cool shit that we give people. And I know we don't have Paxton's erotica anymore, but honestly, he only wrote one of them. We'll come up with something else. You guys, please, please, please be safe and be free out there. But don't ever fucking sacrifice the freedom for the safety, ever. Because the safety, if you have to sacrifice your freedom for a safety, it's fake. And stop saying Happy New Year. Get fucking angry. This episode of Spilling the Mad LiberTEA is fucking adjourned, y'all.